This is part 6 of My Rich Husband Bought the Side Chick a House. If you've been following, then you know where we left off. Richard and Destiny did whatever they felt like doing for however long they felt like doing it and came back to the house and joined us. We had a wonderful Wednesday evening family time. Everybody went home. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day came. We gathered again. The women threw down in the kitchen. The men did what they do best. They helped us out. But my father-in-law, oh my God, he knew what to do with the turkey. He did the damn thing. The table was set. The mood was set. And we had a wonderful Thanksgiving time with just one person looking just a bit disoriented. It's my husband, but he would be just fine, okay? You made your bed, you gonna lay in it, okay? Everybody was due to leave Friday, you know what I'm saying? So before my husband could go to work Friday, he headed over to the Airbnb and said his goodbyes to everybody, okay? My in-laws left, my mother left, but Richard and Destiny decided to stay because that was their plan, okay? Later that night, before my husband could get off work, I knew he was going to pass over there. So I texted him. I said, hey, baby, you on your way home? He said, yeah, but I got to do a quick pit stop. That pit stop, as I guessed, was the house, okay? He went over there. When he got there, I tuned in to see what was about to go on the camera. Somebody made a comment and said, well, if there's a camera, how come they can't see it? Child, as much as my husband got enough money to build another house for another woman, best believe me, I'm tapping in that money to do what I do best. The camera I put on that property is a high-end, high-tech camera. You got to know that it was put there to know that it's there, okay? So let's move on. So I'm looking at Richard and Destiny there in their beautifully set up, decorated loft doing what looks like a movie night, a romantic movie night. So my husband gets to the door and unlocks the door. Richard heard something. He said, Destiny, did you hear that? She said, no, I didn't hear anything, nothing. What did you hear? He said, sound like somebody's at the door. She was like, I didn't hear nothing. So my husband unlocks the door the way when he gets in, Richard said, who's that? And then my husband goes, Richard? And then Richard goes, Ben, that's you? He said, what you doing here? And Richard and my husband said, man, I should be asking you the same question. I thought all of y'all left today. He was like, but what you doing here though? And he was like, oh, apparently dad left one of the keys to the house. I'm just coming to put it back in so, y'all don't catch a case. But why y'all still here? And Richard was like, well, Destiny and we clicked. So we decided to stay here. He's like, stay here? For how long? So Richard told him, oh, we staying until right after New Year's Day. He was like, what? Y'all got that kind of money to pay for this Airbnb? He was like, nah, actually, they give us a deal. My husband goes, a deal? Richard said, yeah. He said, what kind of deal? He said, oh, they told us all we got to do is pay the mortgage, 1 month's rent on the car and the utilities, and we got to stay here, and they're not going to charge us for the couple of days we're going to stay here in January. He was like, what? He was like, okay, so how much y'all got to pay? And Richard was like, yo, why you asking all these questions? He was like, because, I want to, get more information on this property just in case I got something going and I want some friends to come down. I can book it too because they got rental car and they're not charging that much money. He was like, well, they just told us to pay $2,500. He was like, $2,500. He was like, wow. Okay, all right. He was like, but can you bring your phone down and show me this property on Airbnb? Let me, take a picture so I can save the information. Then Richard was like, oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Richard came down with his phone, opened up the app. He goes to look, and he can't find the property. He can't find the address. He can't find nothing. It's gone. It has vanished. And my husband was like, so what happened? And Richard was like, yo, I don't know. It was right here. Every time we opened it because we kept on communicating. And then Richard was like, wait, hold on. There's a phone number. She texted us back. And my husband was like, it's a woman. I think at this time he's thinking he got me. So Richard was like, yeah, it's a number. It's a female. And my husband was like, she got a name? And then Richard was like, yeah, it's just a phone number, but I think her name was Candy. I remember. And then Destiny was like, yeah, her name Candy. And my husband is trying to think. And he was like, and Richard was like, everything okay? And he just couldn't say anything else. So he said, okay, let me see the phone number. So Richard went to the text from Candy, and he was like, why don't you call this number? And then Richard called the number, and it went to voicemail. But then they find out that the voicemail was a number from Text Now, the app you download to just, use a number that you don't, a strange number, pretty much. He was like, Text Now? He's like, yeah, the voicemail is this Text Now app thing. He's like, then my husband's like, what's the area code? Richard was like, 757. He was like, 757. Candy and I had it down. We didn't even use our area code, okay? My husband looked so distraught because he didn't know who Candy was. He had no clue. Don't ever introduce all your friends to your husband, because the day you want to do something on the low, you ain't going to have anybody to do it for you that he doesn't know, okay? So since they couldn't figure it out, he had no choice but to leave the key and, shut the door. Richard and Destiny locked the door and continued their romantic vacation. My husband came back home. I'm laying down, acting like I'm snoring, and my phone is off. Y'all, stay tuned. If it y'all take 2 days to come back, don't be tripping, all right? Because it gets better.